I honestly want to do this review like out the booth. I don't want to do this shit like at all. This show is bad. This show is bad. It's pretty fucking terrible. Um, what show am I talking about? Black Lightning. Now, what makes Black Lightning bad is just a lot of things: bad acting, bad execution, bad pacing. I mean, okay. So starting off, let's start out with episode 1. I think that's a good place to start. Episode 1. Black Lightning is retired for 10 years from being a superhero. He then has his daughters kidnapped. No, have one of his daughters kidnapped by the 100 gang. He then does his Black Lightning thing, and that's pretty much the episode. Uh, like, there's not a lot that happens in the episode in the grand scheme of things. Now, there are some setups, and, you do get introduced to a couple of characters. Now, it's very weird, because Black Lightning is introduced with a female character, and I guess she's a potential love interest. I thought she was his fucking wife, the way they was interacting, but apparently, nah, they were just co-workers. Really good co-workers, I guess. But his ex-wife, she's in the picture. She's a cunt. Just gonna put that out there. She's a bitch. She's a selfish bitch at that. I guess I don't want this review to be all over the place, but it's pretty much gonna be all over the place. Episode 1, Black Lightning and his daughter and shit. Yeah. So I don't know where to start, bro, because I did this so many times off camera to where I don't want to be rambling. Because I'm not watching, I only watched it once. I'm not watching it again. I'm dropping the show after these first 2 episodes. So let's just talk about the acting. I think that's the quickest thing to get out the way. Everyone, except for 2 actors, the mother and the youngest daughter, has like horrible delivery. I'm not going to say horrible, that's kind of harsh. It has pretty bad delivery. They have, it's below average, alright? And you can tell when they're reading from the script verbatim, like word for word. You can tell when it's the script and this is what the characters are supposed to say at this moment of time. Black Lightning even has a moment where he's like, oh, I'm not normal. Nothing about me is normal. I've never been normal. And I'm just like, dude, you're like a 35-year-old man. You should be having these I'm not normal issues. You really shouldn't. I guess anyone can have those issues, but like, so there's a subplot. Yeah, it's gonna be all over the place. There's a subplot where Black Lightning is supposed to be addicted to his powers, at least from his ex-wife, his bitch of an ex-wife, right? And it's almost like, you never see him be addicted to his powers, though. You never see a scene to where his powers is getting too much for him to control, or he's getting mad with power. Like, he doesn't go around fucking people up with his powers. He's actually really restrained with them. Even when he's getting his ass whooped, he's still like, I gotta hold back. I can't just, because I have these powers. It's the complete opposite of being addicted. If he was addicted, anyone who he wants to fuck up, he would just fuck up. But, I don't even know where the addiction part came from. Like, I guess from her perspective, he's addicted. But she treats his superheroism as like some sort of bad thing. Like, it's like, she's making it seem like he's not fucking saving lives. In episode 2, there's a person that they know that used to go to his school. I think it's a private school. I'm gonna call it a private school because it's kind of a private school. Like, one of his former students get killed. She knows that. She knows the student, and yet she's still trying to get him not to be a hero. Like, her reasoning for him not being a hero is stem solely from her point of view. Like, not for her family. This ain't about the family. This is not about the family. This family is kind of dysfunctional. It's pretty dysfunctional. It's actually kind of ironic because they're supposed to be they're supposed to be like this perfect family, this perfect symbol of what a family is supposed to be. And they're just all they're just all like dysfunctional. Cause I'm still on the mother. I'm trying to not be all over the place, but it's just so many problems. Like, I have to address this right now while I'm thinking about it. The youngest daughter, she goes to a club called the 100 Club, and this club is exclusively for this gang called the 100 Gang, and she gets mad at her older sister for getting ridiculed about it. Like, she tells her how fucking stupid it is to go to a club called the 100 Club when the gang called the 100 Gang is in that club exclusively. All right. That's the only matter of fact, they actually changed the name of the club to the 100 Club because all the 100 gang members was just staying there. Just that one club. It's not like the daughter could have, like, she didn't consider going to other clubs or she went to other clubs. No, she went directly to the 100 Club. It's so goddamn stupid. And her motives is just as stupid as the mother's, because the mothers treat him being a hero like he's not saving fucking lives here. Like he's not being a fucking hero, right? Like he's not actually doing something to help. And her daughter, the youngest daughter, her motives for doing what she's doing, all this reckless shit, you know, YOLO, you only live once. That's in episode 2, by the way. Oh my God. Hold on. In episode 2, real quick, she gets, like, we get introduced to this new guy, right? And he's supposed to be like this, I guess, love interest or something. He's a friend, and the way the scene is struck, the way the execution is, right? You have no idea who this guy is, but I could tell, like, oh, he's supposed to be a friend or something, because the way they're acting, like, yeah, they known each other for a long time, and in the very next scene, he tells her how long they've been good friends. Bro, it was like, it got so meta at a point to where I just kept predicting things of the show, and they would happen in the very next scene. Her motives and her reasoning, right, is because her dad, I guess, is so uptight, or her parents are so uptight. Okay, first of all, fuck off with that shit. If you want to be reckless, go be reckless, but goddamn, be smart with it. Don't be so fucking stupid who has all these opportunities and just waste them away because they want to be free. And her version of being free is just doing a bunch of stupid shit. It's not like her, you know, going to a different school or hanging out with different kinds of friends or like, instead of being like this all-time great person, she just wants to be an average kid and do average kids things. Like, she doesn't aspire to be a doctor or a lawyer. Like, she aspires to be something small, like a janitor or something. She just wants to, you know, associate with people. She just likes being that kind of, like, that's not the free she's talking about. The free she's talking about is doing a bunch of stupid shit and not suffering from the consequences from them, I guess, because she's just up there like, oh, woe is me, all this bad shit is happening, and I'm just up there like, well, you dumb bitch, you keep doing dumb shit, so of course all this dumb shit is gonna happen. Why do you think the dumb shit is happening? Like, it's so stupid when you go to a club. Okay, just moving on. So the youngest daughter gets kidnapped first. She gets kidnapped in the club. She barely knows this guy. Like, Lala's cousin. Lala's one is like the second in charge of the gang. He's like in charge of the 100 gang, but he's not like in charge of the whole operation. There's a boss above him. His cousin then just met the girl, right? He just met the girl. His older cousin Lala takes him and fucking the youngest daughter, and was going to have the youngest daughter be forced into prostitution, which is fucking rape, which is really fucking rape. And after all, like, then the daughter says, you know, fuck off with that shit, knees Lala cousin in the dick and tries to run off, but is forced against her will to stay there, which is kidnapping, right? Okay. So Black Lightning comes and do his superhero thing. He saves his daughter, but he gets hurt in the process. I really want to talk about Black Lightning's power scheme because it doesn't really make sense in the grand scheme of things, especially his fucking suit, which is so... Matter of fact, I gotta talk about it right now. His suit is supposed to prevent gunfire, yet he gets cut. It can stop bullets, but it can't stop knives. And it's so awkwardly cut because you don't even see what cuts him. It's just... one scene, he's being a badass, stopping bullets and shit, and he's just fucking people up. And in the next scene, he's in the shower, dripping in blood. Nani? What the fuck? Well, when? Nigga, when did this happen? And his suit is so designedly flawed because you would think his glasses could repel bullets and shit. But no, apparently they can't. He has to, like, block it with the other parts of his suit, which is so goddamn stupid. Why can't his powers... And here's the thing, his suit is supposed to repel bullets, but his power shows that he has some form of magnetism because he lifts Lala cousin up 2 stories in the air and drops and like force him on a car, like force pushes him on a fucking car with lightning. So if he can do that, why can't he just surround himself in a lightning barrier or something, or some kind of magnetism repulsant or something? But nah. And the suit is so goddamn stupid. Like, the suit is just, it looks awful. It's a clunky mess, and they really need to fix that in season 2. That suit needs to be redesigned immediately. I don't know who greenlit that shit, but you need to be fucking fired. Matter of fact, a lot of people needs to be fired, because this show is ass. So, the daughter's motivation doesn't make any sense. Lala's cousin then proceeds, after not knowing the girl, after almost getting her forced into prostitution and or killed, he then finds the girl the very next day, shows up to her private school with a gun, forcing the girl to be with him. He was going to force her to be with him. Her older sister tries to stop him. She has super strength. Big fucking shocker. If you didn't know that about the trailers, they pretty much gave that away. I guess that wasn't supposed to be like a twist or something, but they play it off like it's supposed to be this big deal. Like, holy shit, whoa. Why market it like that if it's supposed to be a twist? That's promotion. That's the marketing team. That they need to be fired. He then, like, Black Lightning, right? After the first time his daughter got kidnapped, now maybe he didn't see the guy, maybe he didn't, that's fine, but when the dude shows up to your school and you claim to love these kids, oh, by the way, I'm on episode 2 now. Episode 2, Black Lightning is like debating with the school board whether or not they should put in metal detectors because, guns and shit, which is a really smart idea because they live in a gang-related neighborhood. Not even neighborhood, just a gang-related territory altogether. Like this might as well be a gang sanction. So he decides, nah, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to treat these kids like criminals. They know somebody in jail. All these kids know somebody in jail. I'm not going to treat these kids like a bunch of criminals. It's not about treating the kids like criminals, dumbass. It's about keeping the kids fucking safe. I thought that's what you wanted. Clearly, that's not the case because after the older sister beats like Lala's cousin's ass. Like, she doesn't whoop him. She just flips him one good time, and that's it. She needs him and then flip him, and that's it. Black Lightning then comes out to school, sees the guy waving the gun, ready to shoot anybody and everybody that gets in his way. The guy threatens Black Lightning while Black Lightning is trying to reason with him, and Black Lightning lets him go. He lets him go. And it's not that, oh, I'm going to find you later type of shit like other superheroes would do, like Daredevil would do, like Punisher would do. Nah, Punisher would have just ended him right there. But no, he lets him go, right? Then Lala's cousin comes back the very same day, kidnaps both the girls in the middle of school in broad daylight during class, in the middle of their fucking class. Black Lightning then goes save his daughters. Now his mother wants him to be Black Lightning. Now that her daughters is the ones in danger, now she wants him to be a fucking hero. Yeah, his ex-wife is a bitch. She's a selfish bitch. And the whole reason he gave up being the hero is for her. You'll see that if you watch the show. It's very abundantly clear that he did it for her. And even even still, she's not satisfied. 9 to 10 years of not saving lives, of doing what you want me to do, and you're still not satisfied. Like, and they're trying to make this a relationship thing like a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's fucking stupid. It's goddamn stupid. It's like, and after like he does the Black Lightning thing, right? For some odd reason, no. He then tells the ex-wife, look, this is me. This is who I am. I'm a hero. I'm gonna go do some hero shit. If you don't like it, if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, right? She then leaves him even after he saves their daughters, and he is just drinking his sorrows away. He's drinking his pain away. He's so hurt by him not being with his wife, his ex-wife, that he has to drink his pains away. Now, it would have been much cooler if he would have just went out and fucked up some 100 gang members or something. But no, I guess we can't have cool shit in this show. We have to really be melodramatic and shit. Oh, Black Lightning, after, like, Lala's cousin did the whole, school fiasco thing, like, before he kidnaps the daughters, Black Lightning then goes to Lala and tries to tell him, like, look, man, we got a peace treaty. You can't touch the school. No gang member can touch the school, which I don't know how the fuck that works. What gang member is, like, these are criminals we're talking about here. These are like cold-blooded killers who don't really give a fuck about you or what you're talking about. Now, some smart gang members would take that treaty and they wouldn't do anything to the school, but not the other members in the gang. Why would they honor that shit? I mean, yeah, you really think there's an honor amongst thieves? There's a border, like, there's some undertones honor amongst thieves, but not a lot. Not on some, yeah, we're not going to bother this school. Then Lala has a throwaway line saying that he kept the streets, he ran the streets with no violence for 5 years straight. Now, when you watch the show, if you watch this show, I don't recommend it, but when you watch this show and when you see how Lala treats and handles situations, yeah, I call horseshit. I call bullshit. And they try to sneakily say like his cousin just got out of jail. That's why there hasn't been like this wild shit. But his cousin just got out of jail. So yeah, no, I still don't believe that shit. Especially the way he handles things. So yeah, Black Lightning, he then to go about his day like, you know, like his daughters didn't just fucking wasn't held at gunpoint or some stupid shit. He didn't, and he didn't tell the cops, by the way. He didn't tell the cops that this gang member came and threatened to murder my daughters. He didn't say that shit. In front of the school in broad daylight. In fact, nobody reported it. And I understand because on the show, it says like your daughter, like we know when your daughter snitches to the cops, which should like really alert Black Lightning that, oh, maybe there's some crooked cops on the force. Obviously there are, because in the first episode, in the first scene of Black Lightning, he gets pulled over and mistreated by cops who did all of it just for an ID, just to identify, just to see if he fit a description. So they're like, if there are some crooked cops, then Black Lightning is just completely ignorant to it, or he's just willfully ignoring it. Either case is stupid. There's another in episode 2. There's this lady who is trying to get the 100 gangs because they stole her daughter and forced her into prostitution. And I guess the cops can't really, like, the daughter's saying like, oh no, this is her choice. Even though it's kind of like, even though the 100 gang is notorious for stealing girls and forcing them into prostitution. Yeah, no, every girl, and it's consensual, right? Even though this gang is notorious for it, just because the girls say, okay, these cops are horrible. But yeah, the mother then tells Black Lightning, she doesn't know he's Black Lightning. I'm just calling him Black Lightning because I don't know any of the characters' names of the show, because fuck them and fuck this show. But yeah, Black Lightning then tells the girl, give me 48 hours to handle this shit, and I'm gonna have it handled, right? Because like the girl then, like the lady then says it's weird that Black Lightning saved your daughters and didn't do shit for ours, and that should have, you know, Maybe people should start connecting the dots. And I don't know how anyone can't tell he's Black Lightning, because he looks exactly the fucking same with the suit on. Like, with the suit on, you can see his face and his beard, and it's like, and his daughters is looking dead at him, and they have a look like, Dad? I thought they was gonna be like, Dad? What the fuck? But nah, they just don't know he's Black Lightning. I think that's completely horseshit, that his daughters, who've known him for all of his life, or all of their lives, knows exactly what the fuck he looks like, even with glasses on, mind you. I'm pretty sure he's worn shades before. It's not like he has like a cap or something. No, his entire face is exposed except for his eyes. And his mask does this weird little eye thing to where it goes black when his daughters is in front of him, so they can't really make out what his eyes look like, but his entire face is still uncovered. It's just, that's a nitpick though. I guess, I don't know. So after he tells the girl, give me 48 hours to do something, he then takes that 48 hours to try to fuck his ex-wife. Literally, the next scene, he tries to fuck his ex-wife. The older daughter, her deal is she's a social justice warrior. Well, not social justice warrior. She's just a Black power warrior and really down for the community. Look, man, if the community ain't willing to help itself, fuck the community. That's how I feel personally. Because I'm not about to help a bunch of dumb motherfuckers who don't want to help themselves. I'm not about to do that. I ain't wasting my time. I got my own bills to pay. I got my own problems to worry about. The older daughter is gay. That's a shock. That was like, I was like, oh man, she's gay. Her girlfriend's hot, but her girlfriend's a bitch, because literally the morning after she got kidnapped, or the day after she got kidnapped, her girlfriend then proceeds that is the best time to talk about their relationship and where they're going in their relationship. You know, your girlfriend, she just got kidnapped and was, could have probably died and was most likely going to get forced into prostitution, because that is what the 100 gang is known for. You think that's the best time to tell her, yeah, I want to move forward in our relationship? You think that's the best time when she got kidnapped and almost forced into prostitution? The very next day, not even a week? Damn. Okay, so you're a bitch. You're a fucking bitch. So it's a lot of like. And yeah, the older daughter, she has superpowers. She has super strength. The younger daughter, she's gonna have some kind of powers. I know she is, because of the goddamn trailers, right? Go marketing. But yeah, I forgot. Black Lightning then, after the lady gets shot, right? She was recording the whole thing on a cell phone. I thought it was kind of weird how she just had a handy cam the whole time and not like an actual phone, because that would be a little bit more practical than a handy cam, because cell phones can record. Most of all cell phones nowadays can record up to like 1080p, so it's crazy. So like, I don't understand why but the handy cam was clearly a decoy. So I thought that was actually good execution. I liked it. I actually liked that. That's what actually triggers Black Lightning and pushes him over the edge. Like, that's where he decides he has to be a hero again, when one of his former students get shot and murdered. And that's kind of contradictory, right? Because, you have to assume that all your other students that got out of high school in this gang-related sanction, kind of. But I guess when you seeing it firsthand, like, okay, yeah. I mean, he wasn't there. He just saw it on the news. He then goes to Lala's headquarters and decides to do like hero shit. When Black Lightning is being Black Lightning, that is when the show is at its best. It's like the Incredible Hulk movies. When the Hulk is on screen, it's fucking fantastic. But when he's not, you're just kind of waiting for the Hulk to come back. That's kind of how it is with Black Lightning. All the Black Lightning stuff is actually kind of good. I'm gonna say it's pretty good. I liked it. It had me hyped to see more Black Lightning doing Black Lightning shit. He then he beats up the gang members. He captures Lala. The cops shows up. Black Lightning's like, yeah, I'm back, baby. Or he's just like to the officers like, at ease, soldiers, and just jumps out the window. Right? Apparently he can survive falls from, I guess, 2 stories and above easily. He's just walking off. And they do have a scene like that. There's a lot of other scenes on the show that I guess is kind of critical to the story, but I don't remember them because I didn't think they were important enough to remember them. I just remembered the parts that I really thought was stupid. And don't get me wrong, the scenes that I don't remember, they're still stupid. They're still stupid. Like, the daughter and this guy that gets randomly introduced in this second episode, you would think he would, if he was such an important part to the story, he would be introduced in the first episode, but I guess they had time restraints and they had to move the plot along. So we get introduced in the last like minutes of the first episode to this. I'm gonna call him Albino. I don't think he's an albino. I don't want to be racist, but I'm just gonna call him the albino gangster or the albino kingpin because that's what he is. That's exactly what he is. So Lala finally gets captured by the cops. And here's my thing, right? Black Lightning could have done this way sooner. He could have just easily ended Lala because he had, not only did he have the moral right, not only was he justified, but he had the evidence and proof that Lala should have been taken out. And he knows where Lala is associated with. He knows other gang members. He knows other gang leaders. So he can get that information, and yet he doesn't use it to his full most advantage. It doesn't make any sense. That this show doesn't make any sense. Like, but aside from all of that, I was been telling Black Lightning in the first encounter with Lala, oh, just beat his ass. This guy's no good. He's rotten. Yes, I'm judging him before I get to know him because I know he's a scumbag. And that's not because it's a show. It's because he's showing it's a scumbag. He's a scumbag, right? So, Black Lightning. So, yeah, oh my God. The acting, like, again, the mother and the daughter are the only two the only two who doesn't have, like, a genuinely bad scene, bad delivery, or bad, acting, you know? They're the only two that doesn't have it, and that makes them the most consistent. And it's crazy because I don't like either of their characters. Their characters are so flawed, it hurts. It hurts how flawed they are. So, what? There's one more thing. And, the tone, the music tone. The music does not fit the tone of the scenes. Like, Black Lightning's theme is very racially, like, inspired because he's Black Lightning, and it says it, but the way they overlay it with some of the scenes, because they try to get you to feel like the black unity and shit, black power, and these black people are just a victim of the system or something like that. But no, that's not the case at all. The gang members aren't a victim of anything. They're just fucking horrible. The cops are, I don't know why the cops are crooked in this town or whatever the fuck, but yeah, the cops are just bad. I guess that's supposed to be like, you know, and Black Lightning's drug addiction could be power addiction could be an allegory for the black male and their addiction to drugs, because black males are known for drug abuse. Who the fuck isn't though, right? But you know, I think that's giving the show way too much credit. For what it's worth, though, I just thought that maybe those connections could be met or made. Out of this show, man, first episode, I give it let's give it a 2 out of 5. 2 out of 10. Fuck that. Let's give it a 2 out of 10. The second episode, okay. First episode, 3 out of 10. Second episode, 2 out of 10 to 1. A 1 out of 10 to 2 out of 10. So I'm not watching the show. I will watch the Black Lightning highlights when the Black Lightning is doing Black Lightning shit. I will watch that because that's actually pretty cool. If you watch The Flash, and I really tried to avoid comparing this show to The Flash throughout this, I guess, rant review, I really tried not to compare it to The Flash, but it's actually worse than The Flash. Again, that could just be because it's a new show and I didn't give it time for it to gain some footing, but I feel like if your pilot episode and your second episode doesn't really, they set a tone for the rest of the series. And, you know, and I'm not saying that the tone can't get any better, but for right now, the tone that's being set, the bar that's set right now is so fucking low that I don't feel the need nor do I have the energy to keep going? So, and with the Flash understands what kind of show it is now. It's a goofy show with massive flaws. And they're just having fun with it. That's what makes The Flash such a good show. Is the fact that they can just have so much fun with it. And if you take it too seriously, then yeah. I'm not defending The Flash. The Flash is a bad show. Like, I love The Flash. I love that show. It's very fucking bad, though. I can admit when a show that I like is bad. But Black Lightning... It's just Black Lightning seems like it's going to have a lot of tone problems. It's going to have a lot of social justice warrior shit in there, a lot of Black Power shit, a lot of unity, a lot of crooked cops, and it's going to be so goddamn to the T, so bare to the bone, like just script for, like play for play. It's just gonna be like everything else you've seen. It's not going to do anything new. I mean, I wish it would. It would be refreshing, but. I guess season 2. I guess I'll come around for season 2. If season 2 is if they address all the issues that I have with the show, which is the execution, the story is pretty bad. The story is so basic that a child could have written it. So whoever's writing the show, you don't deserve to get paid. You really don't. Because you're just doing the same shit, the same retired shit that any other show would do. I understand it's a Black show. It's got Black characters. Doing Black shows can be complicated. But it's not that hard. It's complicated, but it's not that hard. It's easier than it looks, but it's harder. It's harder than you think. I get it. All right. So that's my review rant on Black Lightning. Overall, I pretty much know what the show is going to be, how season 1 is going to play out. There might be a twist or two that I don't see coming, and I won't see coming because I'm not watching the show after these 2 episodes. I just want to do this quick, unscripted, wild, everywhere review rant. I don't really know what to call it because it's kind of both. If you're interested in Black Lightning, watch it. See if my criticism holds up. See if any of my criticisms are actually factual, or if there's just, actual nitpicks. Because I guess having criticism and nitpicking are 2 of the same thing. They're not completely different at all whatsoever, right? Bye.